Okay, so hopefully live now. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Seems to take a lot longer than it normally does. Good morning, America. For some reason, it seems to take longer to connect. Not sure why. Anyway, we're live. Okay, live on everything. Okay, so the US markets have just opened. And no doubt we can expect a volatile session. The DAX index has already had a 1,000-point range in Europe. Went as low as 18,800 and as high as 20,000. So that's 1,200. The DAX touched the lows seen in November 24. I'm trading very small. I've been just executing a couple of trades. For example, I tried just before the open here, just tried to put some orders in below the range here, just a few, and it seemed to work okay. But otherwise, had a decent trade in the DAX this morning after 2 losses. So I had a loss of 100 points and another loss of 140 points. So that's a total of 240 point loss. I then caught a runner. It was a good runner. Moved stop loss to break even and was hoping for a move up to the high end of the range. I got the high end of the range, but I got stopped out first. And that has sort of summed up my day. So now we'll see what I can make of this. If anything, what I've learned from the first session this morning is take it easy. Having said that, I've really actually just shorting this down to this area here, 16,600 in the Nasdaq. Hard to believe that a few weeks ago we were trading at 22,000. I saw a very sober and somber interview with the Prime Minister of Singapore. Thought he was incredibly pleasant to listen to, and he dictated what USA's tariffs, imposing tariffs, what it will do and what it will do to smaller economies like Singapore's economy. So this isn't just a few fringe conspiracy theorists that are complaining about tariffs. This is actually head of state, heads of states. So we're coming down to this area here where we were when Europe opened this morning. There's probably going to be some buyers down here. The low was 36,775. Imagine we're going to get a retest of the area. Same here in the Nasdaq. So stand by for a short position, please. Shorting the Nasdaq here. Please understand I'm trading small size. Closing Nasdaq here for 65. So what I did there was swapped over to the 1 minute chart and I sold above prior bar high. And we came back down to the lows for a retest. That's my computer that you can hear in the background working overtime. So we have about 1,000-point trading range in the Dow. I'm going to take a chance and be a buyer here. I'm going to be a buyer in the Nasdaq as well. So hoping that both of them are going to bounce. Moving stop loss to break even in the Dow. Stop loss to break even in the Nasdaq. This is what it looks like. Currently plus 100 in the Dow. So just to emphasize, stop losses are break even on both. 16.5. Oh, stop out of the Nasdaq. Okay. So stopped out of the Nasdaq already at break even. Just focus on the Dow. Probably going to be stopped out as well because it's just. It was worth a shot buying a double bottom. Okay. Well, that's a very quick 150 points. 200 points. Go and close my position in the Dow. Actually, I'm just keeping an eye on it, but Dow closed on Friday at 38,300. We're currently trading at 36,900. So, we're down a lot. I'm going to close my Dow position for plus 300. Just because I'm a day trader and it felt pretty good. considering the morning that I had, I should just call it a quit right now. But yeah, thank you very much. Just look at the spreads here. They don't change. The spread is constantly 1.5. How annoying is it to be stopped out of the Nasdaq? Huh? Look at that. Damn. Shit. We bought at 585. Market moved up. Moved stop loss to break even. It comes back down again on a tiny little retest there. And then rallies 200 points. Okay. Can't be too ungrateful because I just caught 300 points in the Dow. But you know how it is. You like to catch it all, right? Probably did the right thing. And it's certainly not every day that you catch a 300-point move in the Dow in 4 minutes. See that? The trade was executed at 43 minutes past the hour and closed at 47 minutes past the hour. Anyway, let's not rest on our laurels because it's going to be an active session. Thought that was a problem. I'm still here. So you should be able to see this now. So I'm just gonna turn this volume up. Okay, one sec.
I remember seeing 2 or 3 grown men on the steps of the pit at the end of a crazy day in October of '87 crying. I mean, that leaves a heck of an impression. These were the men that, they could do no wrong. They were there first. They were some of the pioneers. They had built huge fortunes, and they were just the wrong way on a day where it mowed them down.
Because of what can happen and how much money they can lose at a rapid pace, the stress level was too much for some of the guys who actually took their own lives. And these guys were married with kids.
Oh my God, I just executed a. I'm so sorry. I just did an anti in the Dow here. Sold it at 452. Sorry about that. I forgot to put it back. Fuck. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really sorry. I was showing you that. Oh man. Yeah, very, very sorry. Fuck. So, well, at least I can explain the trade. This is the school run bar, and I decided to sell short above it. The high was 421. I sold it at 454 or 452, whatever the entry was, 452. And I closed at 408. It's about like a, I'm sort of just feel like, oh, scalping, and yeah, it's big movements today. The good news is I made back what I lost this morning in the DAX. Just give me a moment break here. I just need a drink. So stand by for a long position in the Dow. I've executed a long position. It's meant to be down at 225, but well, it went 238. Maybe you have a bit more patience than I have, but it's basically betting that we are going to have another test higher in the Dow. Better just put that in Telegram. So the ideal entry would be below the prior bar low. Syv 255. Stop loss to break even. Okay, stand by to take profit. Fucking hell. When did I ever make 300 points that quick? Taking profit. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna have to show you my account for this because you're not gonna believe it, are you? Look at that. And 542, I closed. 640. Okay, so Donald Trump has clearly said something, right? Someone has said something, without a doubt. Oh, hell. Oh, man. You gotta laugh, right? You have just gotta. Yeah, okay, now I don't feel so good about my 300 points because it's actually 700 points higher. I thought I was really smart. Oh, look at me, I just caught 300 points. Yeah, you numbnut. If you'd held it for one more minute, you would have had 1,000. Okay, I suppose we could laugh because we did make money from it. But ladies and gentlemen, do you know what? Obviously I'm trading. You can probably hear me every now and then, like in this. When you hear this, that's the other mouse. Yeah, it's been a very profitable afternoon, and I'm thinking I can't beat this. I can't beat making 300 points in what executed at 0842 and not even 2 minutes and 300 points, and before that 3 minutes another 300 points, and then, and now I'm thinking maybe I should have just held it a little bit longer. All right, so who can tell me what he said? Someone must have said something. Okay. All right, Trump is considering a 90-day pause in tariffs for all countries except China. Well, China's going to love that. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you could see my face because it's like a ginormous smile. I made so much money. Holy. I think I'm going to just accept that I can't better this. I just can't. When I worked in the city of London, I had a really good salary, but I had to work a year for it. I have literally made that in the space of 4 minutes. I can't do that any better. I think I'm just gonna say thank you very much. I just gave you 600 Dow points. You saw it here live. Thank you very much. The account is just, and this is with me. I have taken out £11,500 from this account now. So I'm up 38,000 on a 10K account, and we're just in April. Yeah, there you go. You know what? I'm gonna take the rest of the day off. I'm gonna go for a walk. Love you lots, but I'm done. Thank you very much. Big smile from me, that's for sure. Holy smoke. Bye bye.